can say units of rate of reaction. So now we understood how to write rate of reaction. Whenever a reaction will be given, how to write rate for it. Okay. Some expression for reaction we'll just see over here. So before that, we have to know regarding units. Okay. So how to express this units for this rate of reaction when you are writing rate of reaction. So units will come like this. Rate will be measured. Rate of reaction, how we are going to measure? Concentration divided by time. With respective of time, we are going to measure the concentration, so that we will get to know what is the rate of the reaction. For concentration, what is the unit? That is nothing but mole per liter. This you know already, right? For time, the unit is second, right? So now for rate, when you are writing the unit, by that time it comes as mole per liter. The second, when it goes up, per second. So this is the unit for rate of the reaction. Okay, when it will be expressed, okay, in terms of concentration as well as time. Now, if you are taking any of gaseous reaction, by that time you cannot measure in terms of concentration. You know, for gaseous term when you are measuring, okay, rate when you are measuring, so that will be measured in terms of pressure, right? Okay, atmospheric pressure versus time, right? So for that reason, so atmospheric pressure, sorry, here pressure versus time, right? Okay, so pressure unit will be ATM, that is nothing but atmospheric pressure. Time will be with second. So rate of a reaction for gaseous system when you are writing, it comes as ATM per second, atmospheric pressure per second. So this will be the rate. So this will be the units for rate of a reaction. Okay. So if you are writing in terms of gaseous reaction, this will be the unit. Okay. So otherwise the unit will be measured in terms of concentration. So next we will see how to express the rate of a reaction. Some of the examples we will see. Some of the example reactions I give, and for that you are supposed to write rate of a reaction. Okay. So now you know I have explained with one example. So that is nothing but with phosphorus pentachloride I have given an example, right? So now here we will give one more example. A plus B, which gives C plus D. Okay. Now you know simple reaction if it is there, then how to write, right? So for this, if you are writing rate, so how you are supposed to say these two are the reactant. So how you will write minus delta of concentration of A divided by delta T is equal to, again one more reactant, minus delta of concentration of B divided by delta T. Is equal to, for product when you are writing positive sign, so delta concentration of C divided by delta T is equal to delta concentration of D divided by delta T. You can write in terms of T also. If they will not mention whether this is average or intermediate, you can write in terms of delta, or you can write in terms of D also. Now what will happen? See, when you have simple reaction, this way you will write. Now, if you have, see, whenever the reaction you are writing, obviously the reaction should be balanced, right? If it is already balanced, you can write in this term, okay? So, sometimes, for example, now you think like here a balanced reaction, okay? So, 2B as well as 2D is present, okay? Just one example I am giving. So, now here you are having a stoichiometric coefficient, right? Stoichiometric coefficient in the sense what? Whatever the number you are adding just to balance the reaction in front of the reactant as well as product, that will be considered as coefficient, right? So if you are having coefficient, by that time, whatever this coefficient, whether you are supposed to write in terms of rate or not. Okay. So remember, whenever you are having a stoichiometric coefficient for your reactant or for product also, okay. So that reactant or product will be divided by the stoichiometric coefficient. Okay. So reactant as well as product concentration will be divided by the stoichiometric coefficient. Now here you are having 2B, right? So this concentration will be divided by this 2. So you can write this minus of 1 by 2, because this will be, see, B will be, concentration of B will be divided by the stoichiometric coefficient. for D when you are writing, so the concentration of D, so this D should be divided by this, okay, 2. What does it mean? When you will divide, you will get the same answer, 2D only you are going to get, okay. So for that reason you are going to do the test. Now some more example will be H2 plus I2, which gives 2 of H, right, hydrogen iodide formation. So for this kind of reaction, when you are writing rate, okay, how you are going to write? So rate is equal to. So now see, as I said, you can write in terms of instant reaction or average reaction also. So now I write in terms of average. These two are the reactant. So you can write minus of delta concentration of H2 divided by delta T. Some reaction they will give. For 1 mark, it will be asked. They will give the reaction, they will ask you to write the rate. Okay. So is equal to, again, reactant minus of delta concentration of I2 divided by delta T. Again is equal to, see, here positive sign, again it is having a stoichiometric coefficient. So 1 by 2. So delta concentration of hydrogen iodide divided by delta T. This way you are going to write. One more example we will see. N2 plus H2, which gives NH3. Balance reaction. Simple reaction I have taken. Okay. For this, when you are writing rate. Now write in terms of instant reaction. Write by yourself. Okay. So write in terms of instant reaction. So rate is equal to, here these two are the reactants, so it comes as minus sign, minus of D of concentration of N2 divided by dt, okay, with respect to time, is equal to, again here 3 stoichiometric coefficients, so you are going to write as minus of 1 by 3 concentration or D of concentration of H2 divided by dt is equal to, this is your product, so positive sign, okay. So remember, always when you are writing, sign also you are supposed to set, so it should be written as 1 by 2 D of, in terms of instant reaction you are going to write concentration of NH3 divided by dt, okay. So in this way you are going to write the rate of a reaction, okay. So it will be expressed in this expressing rate of reaction, okay. So next we will go to the problem. So here the decomposition of N2O5 in CCl4 at 380 Kelvin. The temperature they have given, but it is of no use. We don't want temperature to write the rate of reaction. Next, initial concentration of N2O5 is 2.33 mole per liter after 184 minutes, in the sense after increasing with the temperature, the time, okay, it is reduced to 2.08 mole per liter. What is reduced? N2O5 has been reduced to 2.08 mole per liter. Now calculate the average rate of a reaction in terms of, first you are supposed to calculate average rate of reaction. After that, in terms of hours as well as seconds, you are supposed to calculate, and later you are going to find out the rate of production during the period. Okay, so here, see, first you are supposed to calculate the average rate of reaction. You are supposed to find it out, like in the sense, rate of a reaction you are supposed to find it out. Okay, later in terms of hours you are supposed to find, and later in terms of seconds, and the next one is rate of production. You have to find it out. Okay, so we'll start with the solution now. So now here, see the reaction also they have given the balance reaction here 2, here 4 to balance the reaction. So nitrogen dioxide as well as oxygen will be formed as a product. So by using of this, first we have to write rate. Okay, see rate, calculate average rate of reaction. They have given what they have given, that we have tried first. Initial concentration of N2O5, in the sense the reactant they have given initial concentration, that is R1. So that is nothing but 2.33 mole per liter. Okay, so this is the initial concentration. After 184 minutes, in the sense the time whatever the changes has been taken place, that they have given as T as 184 minutes. In the sense that is nothing but delta T are given. Okay, so after 184 minutes in the sense the time now has been changed. So delta T is 184 minutes and it has been reduced in the sense again the reactant has been reduced to R2 is equal to 2.08 mole per liter. Okay, so now first we have to find out by using of this we are supposed to find out the average rate of the reaction in terms of reactant. Okay, so first we will write the rate for average rate in the sense in terms of delta you are supposed to write for this whole reaction. If you are writing, you can write for whole reaction also you can write, or simply instead of writing whole reaction you can take only the reactant because they have given the changes only in the reactant, and based on this you are supposed to find out average rate of the reaction. So I will write for the reactant, so it comes as minus of, okay, reactant in the sense minus will come minus stoichiometric coefficient is 2. Okay, the concentration delta of concentration of N2O5 divided by delta T. Okay, so this is the rate for reactant. We are writing for reactant because term whatever we have got that only with the reactant we have got. You can write the rate of reaction for whole reaction also, no problem. But the R1 they have given only for the reactant. So you know the formula, it comes as for rate, it comes as minus of half delta N2O5 is nothing but the changes whatever has been taken place, or you can write it as R2 minus R1, the concentration of R2 minus R1 divided by delta T. Delta T directly we know over here. So direct substitution can be done. So R2 minus R1 is nothing but minus of half. R2 value is nothing but 2.08. Okay, again mole per liter it will come minus of again R1 is nothing but 2.33 mole per liter divided by delta T is nothing but 184 minutes. Direct substitution. So calculate the answer whatever you will get over here. Just write it down. So when you will calculate, you will get the value is 0.000679. 30679. Okay, now unit your mole per liter unit as well as with the time, with respective time in the sense minutes. So when it goes up per minute will come. So the unit will be mole per liter per minute. So this is the value for average reaction. Still you need to find out in terms of hours, seconds as well as you are supposed to find out rate of production. Okay. So now here what you are supposed to do is this. You can convert in a sense the point you can change over here, so that it comes as 6.79 into 10 to the power minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So mole per liter per minute. So in this way also you can write. Okay. Anyhow, both are correct. Okay. So now by using of say this you have found the average rate of reaction. By using of this you are supposed to find in terms of hours as well as seconds. So when you measure in terms of hours, so calculating in terms of hours, so it comes as 1 hour is nothing but 60 minutes, right? Okay. So that multiplication with this, you know the average rate of reaction. Just write it down. 0.000679, or you can take 6.79 into the minus 1. Those who feel difficult with these a lot for calculation, you can take directly with this. Okay. So into 60 minutes divided by 1 hour. Okay. So what answer you will get over here? When you do multiplication, the answer will be 0.0470. You have calculated, right? Calculate. The value will come in this way, 0.0407. Okay. Unit when you are writing, for this unit will be mole per liter per minute. So this will be the unit. Again here minute is there as well as 1 hour will be there. So that you can take this 1 hour up. So the unit will be mole per liter per hour. So this will be the value. If you want, you can take this point this side. So it comes as 4.07 into 10 to the power minus 2. 1, 2, right? So 10 to the power minus 2 will be the value. Next, see, in terms of hours you have calculated. Next, you are supposed to calculate in terms of seconds. So when you are calculating in terms of seconds, is nothing but, 1 minute is nothing but 60 seconds, right? So direct multiplication again with the average rate of reaction 0.00679 into 1 minute divided by 60 seconds. Okay, so the answer here you will get 1.13 into 10 to the power minus 5. Calculate with this answer. Okay, so you will get with this 1.13 into 10 to the power minus 5 mole per liter second when it goes up per second. So this will be the value in terms of hours as well as in terms of seconds. Next, we are going to find out what is the rate of production during the period. In the sense, when the product formation will take place, what will be the rate of the reaction? Okay, in terms of product you are supposed to write. So when you are measuring with this, okay, in terms of product in the sense that is 4 of NO2. For this, when you are writing rate, how you are going to write rate? For product with the positive sign, it comes with the positive sign, so it comes as 1 by 4 delta the concentration of NO2 divided by delta T. You can find for this or you can find for this. It is one of the same. Okay. So just take for one of the product and find out over here based on your average rate of the reaction. Okay. So for average rate of the reaction, that is nothing but 0.00679. Okay, so whole rate of the reaction that comes with 0.00679, and here it is multiplied with 4 just to balance the reaction. Okay, so multiply this, whatever answer you will get, so that will be the rate of the production. Okay, so answer calculate, you get around 0.002716 mole per liter per minute. So this will be the value. So here, as problem says, you are supposed to find out the average rate of the reaction based on the reactant whatever you are taking. Write rate for the reactant first. Okay, R1, R2 value they have given. Substitute over here. Delta T also they have given. Substitute. So you will get the average rate of the reaction. For whole reaction, what is the rate that you will get to know. So by using of this, that will be converted in terms of hours as well as in terms of seconds. Okay, so direct multiplication, so that you will get unit you are supposed to check. Okay, check it and write. Okay, so in terms of hours as well as seconds you are supposed to write, and by using of this, because this is the rate of whole reaction, right? By using of this, you are going to find out what is the rate of this for product. Okay, so take one of the product and just multiply with the stoichiometric coefficient whatever you are writing over here. Okay, so multiply so that you will get the answer. So this is the way of solving problem.